I'm Pamela Odner, and I'm from the US, but I've lived in Asia for more than 22 years. I just recently moved to Amsterdam. And one of the things I loved about living in Asia, of course, was the cuisine. And there's so many different cuisines, but my favorite was Thai cuisine. Today I'm going to show you how to make a chicken coconut milk soup. It's called Gai Tom Ka, and it's really good as a side dish, but you can also have it as a main meal, and you serve it with rice, and it's really, really lovely. The person who taught me this recipe was my uncle, and Thai food became popular quite a long time ago in the US. I was quite young, and I had already started to visit Asia, but when we came home, we would visit US restaurants, and there were a lot of Thai restaurants that were starting to pop up. And we didn't really have a recipe, my husband and I, and an uncle and a brother-in-law, and we would just taste the soup and try to figure out what the ingredients were. And it took years before we figured it out, but we did come up with something, and then later on we found recipes, and we were fairly accurate. And so this you can adjust how you like it. If you like more lime juice, you add more lime juice.
And how often do you make this soup?
A lot, actually. I make it every other week, and now I have a daughter who is vegetarian, so I'm playing around with it to try to make it into a vegetarian dish. There's something about a chicken broth that's just got such full body flavor, and when you switch to a vegetable broth, it doesn't have that fullness. And so I'm trying to, somebody's told me to try with mushroom and yeast. That might make a better broth.
What does this soup mean to you?
Well, to me, it actually reminds me of my initial foray into traveling and living abroad, and my whole life was about Asia for over 20 years, and this soup kind of really was one of the starting points of my interest in going to Asia and living abroad, and so it has a lot of memories for me. And we have this dish as a meal. You would ask me how often, probably every other week, at least once a month, but it's really, it's just got such good memories because of all the incredible flavors, and it's very, I came up with the recipe.
Okay.
Just so that I have a general thing to follow, and then I go with my gut, and I taste it, and I see how it tastes. So
I
mean, I literally I put it down on paper, but my husband and I and my brother-in-law, who actually kind of came up with a ratio of ingredients and everything, it's all kind of in our heads. So,
Is this your favorite Thai dish?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, for sure.
What are the ingredients?
Okay, so I'm also gonna add some onion. This is all nicely already chopped up, so I'm gonna add some of that. So we've got the onion, we've got the galanga, we've got the lemongrass, we've got the lime leaves. Now we're gonna start doing the lime juice and fish sauce for us. And I think probably, a lot of Thais that I know, this is like a comfort food to them as well.
Yeah.
So, but I don't want to speak for them. And of course, Thai food is very spicy. And it's funny because Thailand is so hot and tropical, and when you eat the food, it's always makes you sweat a little bit with the peppers. But there's just, I highly recommend traveling to Asia and if you have a chance, and it's just the most amazing place, and always try the local foods. And so now we've got our fresh lime juice, and we've got fish sauce. So we've got our sour, and we've got our salty. So we're gonna do, I'm gonna start with 9 tablespoons of lime juice and 7 of fish sauce. So that's the thing about Asian cooking, or Thai cooking I should say, is it's always a balance of sour, salty, sweet. So I mean, I've always kind of imagined that Gai Tom Ka is like, you know, your mom's chicken noodle soup if you were in the US. For all the flavors. Now the thing about this soup is you make a big batch of it, and you can have it for dinner or whatever, but then the next day, that's when it's really good.
Oh, really?
Yes, because it's just really soaked up all the flavors overnight. And the vegetarian version that I'm gonna make is gonna have, of course, tofu. But I'm just, you know, just have started trying to perfect it. So I don't think I've gotten it yet. Now, these hot peppers by tomorrow will have made it really much spicier. So if you want just a little bit and you taste it that night and you think, oh, it's gonna be way too spicy by tomorrow, just take out the peppers. Although a lot of the seeds will be in it already. Okay, I'm gonna get a spoon and try it. Pretty good.
Is this something that you generally make with people, or do you make it just by yourself in the kitchen?
We used to make it, we'd get together and we'd do a soup, and we'd do probably like a fish steamed in banana leaf, and we'd do like a green papaya salad, or green mango salad. We'd do a bunch of different dishes, and it'd be a whole fun, it'd be like a party. And it was really, really fun. But now I make it all the time for my family. So, and I usually have it down, I can do it really fast. And I'm going a lot slower here, but it's really fun to do Thai cooking as like a dinner party. Yeah, okay, that's a little bit more tangy now. Now, the one thing is, whenever I've had this soup, it's always had the pieces, the galanga, the lemongrass, everything served with it. They don't strain it. It's kind of, you know, when you're eating it and you're pulling out lime leaf and lemongrass and stuff like that, it's kind of awkward, but that's the way it's always been served to me in Thailand and in Thai restaurants. So you know, I just keep it in there, and you know, people can fish it out. It's it's part of the fun because you do get to, when you have a piece of galanga that ends up on your spoon, you can you know, just try it out and get a little taste of it. It's a really unique taste. Lemongrass too will have a bit of taste. Lime leaf I don't think has much flavor in it, but that galanga is really nice. Okay, so this is done. So I'll put some in the bowl and you can try it, and if you'd like it, you can bring some home.